Today we're going to be doing some breaded chicken strips. So first I'm going to demonstrate the process for breading the chicken strips. Okay, so let me tell you what I have here. I have some chicken breasts cut into strips. There's approximately 4 breasts in here. Now I won't show you breading every single one of these strips, just enough to fill up the pan, but you'll get the general idea. I have 2 cups of flour. I have 2 eggs plus 2 tablespoons of water mixed together, and that makes an egg wash. And then I have a 1.5 cups of breading. Here for seasoning we have salt, pepper, and paprika, and this is to taste, so it just depends on how much you like. So you can either put the salt, pepper, and paprika directly on the chicken, or you can mix it in with the flour. I'm going to mix it in with the flour, so I'm going to start doing that. There's my salt, pepper, paprika. Okay. Put those off to the side, and we'll just mix those up with our hands here. Okay. Try to get it evenly distributed. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of these strips, and first we'll put it in the flour mixture, then in the egg wash, then in the breading, and then onto our pan. Now, it's helpful to have a wet hand and a dry hand that you use during this process. So this is going to be my wet hand, so I'm going to pick up the chicken, and I'm going to do a couple of different pieces here. So some of my strips are longer than others. Okay. So just so that, and then I'm going to flour them. My dry hand here. Okay, so they're well floured. Shake the flour off a little bit. Then I'm going to take these 4 and put them in the egg wash with my dry hand. And we're going to flip them over with the wet hand. To make sure. Goodness, that one doesn't want to flip. There we go. And take them with our wet hand and put them into the breadcrumb mixture. Now this happens to be an Italian breadcrumb mixture only because my family favors the Italian breadcrumbs over plain, but you of course can use plain as well. Okay, we'll take our dry hand here, get the breadcrumbs over the top. All our chicken strips, get them nicely covered. Okay, and then we're going to lay them onto a pan here, and you see that I have lined it with some wax paper. I'm going to be putting this pan in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes after we've filled it up with our chicken strips, and that is to give the mixture of the flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs a chance to form a kind of paste that will stick better to our chicken strips. Okay, so now let's do a few more. So I'm going to take my wet hand and pull these out. You can sort of see the process here. Take about 4 at a time. Take my dry hand, cover those up, flip them over maybe. Now, we don't want to stack the chicken strips on top of each other in the refrigerator because it will affect the coating, and the coating won't be as crisp. After they sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, then they'll be ready for deep frying, and then we'll do that in our next segment, but let me finish this first. Okay, so with our wet hand, we're going to flip these over so they're covered in the egg wash. Okay. We're going to put them into the breading mixture. Alright, dry hand. Just throw some breading on top of them. Alright. Get them nicely covered. Shake them off a little bit. Put them in our pan. think we have room for a couple more. So, do this again. Do 4 of these. Okay. Draw hand. Cover them up with the flour. Now, you can alter the seasoning that's in the flour, depending upon your taste. There's all kinds of different seasoning that you could use. This particular recipe that we're using just called for salt, pepper, and paprika. Okay, take the wet hand, flip them over, the egg wash. Into the breading mixture. Onto our dry hand. And put a little bit of breading on top, and then we'll flip them. Okay, looks like we have room for 2 more. So we'll take the wet hand, grab 1, 2, dry hand, cover them up with flour. And the egg wash, wet hand, flip them over. Stick them in the breading mixture. Dry hand, cover them up a little bit with breading. Shake them off a little bit on our plate. Okay, alright, so. Alright, now we're going to take our pan, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit for 30 minutes, okay? We'll resume in 30 minutes with the pan frying, with the deep frying portion of the video. Thank you.